Hey guys, welcome to the Kitchen Sink Thursdays, right? Just a lot of movements. What's great about these movements, they're all accessible, and we just want to sweat today, right? Just show up, have fun, high fives, a lot of smiles, a lot of sweat, all right? First thing we'll get started with is plate ground to overhead. And so typically, most likely the plate won't be balanced, it'll be flat, right? And so we just want to go end up and take it from the sides, overhead, back to the end. Overhead, back to the end, overhead. All right? When we get done with that, and these first three moves is kind of like the very first thing that we'll do. So take these as the extension of the warm-up, right? We want to best maximize the class with just a lot of people, a lot of questions, a lot of words, a lot of things like that. And so just take this first part as an extension of the warm-up. Very, very like accessible movements. We want to go into Superman. So our belly and thighs will come to the ground. Arms away from you. Everything comes up as the belly pushes into the ground. We got a couple of those. And once we get done with that, we got 30 plate hops. So a couple of things that can happen, you guys can hop forward or back. I like to keep the gaze fixed over this, the hole in the middle of the plate. That way it kind of helps my balance. It doesn't it absolutely helps my balance. So as I keep this focus here, jump forward. All right, or you can go from out to in. Whichever one you guys want, feel comfortable doing that. Again, you guys will do that, I think, in the AMRAP format for a couple minutes, an extension of the warm-up. Now, as the workout goes into it, you guys will start this nice, gnarly AMRAP, right? Kind of a longer AMRAP for a class like this. I think it's north of 20 minutes or so. But what happens here is that we want to do dubs. This is just the rope I grabbed, but just double unders with any kind of rope or single unders. The same number of dubs and singles, because the idea is that we just want to continue to move, all right? So the double unders is 1 jump, 2 revolutions of any rope. Again, if you want to make it more challenging, grab something like a weighted rope or a drag rope. And if you guys are still practicing, just good luck, have fun with that, right? And so what happens here is that we spin 50. Cool. Once we get done with that, we want to hit some no push-up burpees. So arms stay straight as the legs go out. We can call these sprawls, but with a sprawl, it just means like feet go wide, right? So it's almost like a jumping jack, a burpee jumping jack or something like that. So that's kind of like why I don't really like to think about a sprawl, but I understand if you think about it that way. So my arms will be straight, feet will jump out, curly car jump at the top. Right, 10 of those. Jump at the top because you're not doing a push-up. All right, when we get done with that, we want to hop into some ring rows. Lay back. Base of the hand hits the chest. Make it harder. Come closer to the ground. Make it more available. Step further away. Right? You guys got 10 of those. And then we'll go into a shuttle run. So down and back. Designated at each gym is a little bit different, but down and back as a rep, you guys got a couple of those. So that'll be your AMRAP. Now we'll just kind of get into some body weight, or not some body weight movements, but just kind of some slower pace things. And then we'll have this Renegade Row. So Renegade Row is that we want to be in this nice plank position. I like to get my feet a little bit outside of my shoulders because it helps me with balance and stability. But the idea is we don't want to be rocking side to side. Right? So when I hop in this Renegade Row, I'm here, feet a little bit wider. Now, as this hand comes up, I have to actively press into the other hand to keep the stability, right? If I'm just holding on just for the ride and this hand isn't active, I'm always gonna be at a disadvantage, okay? So actively press into the non-working hand to help keep the stability, okay? And as we roll, that'll be our row. Once we get done with that, we'll do some dumbbell deadlifts. you can choke up on the dumbbell to create more length. Hips back, and if the dumbbell stay right in the middle of your feet, you're most likely in a good position, okay? Again, it gets kind of crazy when you come down and the dumbbell goes away from your feet or away from your body because it's off the center, and then that's not necessarily the best long-term strategy, but you know, it is a strategy. Middle of the feet, stand up. Middle of the feet, stand up. Now, you guys are gonna hate us for this one. Wall sits with the dumbbell. Oh, there's my camera. All right. You know, that line of sight, you know, we gotta get that right. So with this wall sit, this is actually whack. So let's not do that. Let's drop the hips where it's directly in line with the knees. And you wanna take this in just like this position here. And then I think you will hold it for like 30 seconds. And I've been here for about 5 seconds, and you know, it'll be pleasantly miserable. So those would be those 3 movements for that section. And then we'll finish this off. We always do like a quick 3-5 minute situation here. And what happens here, guys, we're gonna go plank jacks. So the plank jacks, you'll be in your push-up plank, right? And then your feet will go from hip width to outside the shoulders. You guys will be rocking there. And then you will go a side plank with the knee touch. So, yeah, I have to think about this too. So, side plank, and then knee touch. All right, keep this hip away from the floor, up and down. And you guys will have several of those per side. Now, once you get done with that, you guys are done with the Kitchen Sink Thursdays. Guys, have fun with this one. Ask coaches for any questions or advice to kind of make it through this. But again, it's Thursday, have fun, go get it.